Everyday Monet, and this week we are going to talk about my top 10 cool toned eyeshadow palettes that I recommend. So let's get started. So the first cool tone palette that I recommend is from Shea Moisture in the shades Lavender Fields. This is a great purpley cool tone palette. Now, I know this is probably going to be controversial because a lot of people did not like this palette, but I love this palette, and I also think one of the YouTubers I watch, Liv Loves Her Makeup, she liked this palette too. This is the Too Faced White Chocolate Chip palette. Great little cool tone palette. I've used this quite a bit, and I really liked how this palette performed. Next is Wet n Wild in Petal Pusher. And this has a lot of great purples in it. I think if you're doing cool tone, purple shadows are great. Next up is a classic, the Naked 2 from Urban Decay. This is a great palette. It's a great cool toned neutral palette. So if you're looking for that, you know, cooler tone, so you have a lot of cool tones down in here. Some that could be, you know, borderline warm tone or more neutral than anything, but this is a great palette for the cool tone neutral lover. Next is the Too Faced Chocolate Bar palette in Chocolate Bonbon. There's a lot of things cool tone happening in this, and it has a few pops of color so that if you want to try to get into a little bit of color, you can. Next up is one of my favorite brands that I feel like is not talked about a lot here on YouTube, which is Cargo. This is their new limited edition Emerald City palette. This is just a cool toned shadow lover's dream, and it's hard to see with the packaging. Yeah, so if I do it like this, you can see there's greens happening here. There's some purples and then some, you know, sort of neutral colors here. Awesome. Next up is the NYX Ultimate Multi-Finish Shadows in Smokescreen. You've got your blues, you've got your purples, you've got your greens, and then sort of your neutral. Next is another Cargo one. This was, I think, limited edition. This was their Getaway palette. I don't know if you can get this one or not, but you can see they just do cool toned really, really, really well. And I love their shadows. People just, they don't talk about them enough. They just don't. Another limited edition, but you can currently still get it, that is nice for cool tones, is the Lorac Pirates of the Caribbean palette. And you can see here, there's a lot of cool tone things happening here. And, you know, a little bit to add some color, but not too much. Last but not least is the IT Cosmetics Naturally Pretty Romantics. This is volume 2. These are all matte shadows. And you have a lot of cool tone things happening here. And I think anybody should have an all matte palette in their collection, but especially if you're a real cool tone lover, having a cool tone all matte palette is really important as well. Those are my recommendations for the cool toned lovers out there. If you like this kind of video, go ahead and hit the like button, the thumbs up. If you want to see more from me and join my little family here on YouTube, then go ahead and hit the subscribe button. I am going to really try to upload 3 times a week, so stay tuned, and I will see you in my next video. Bye!